beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the EDI Jester, wherever you are, you may be. Buy me a coffee, etc., or your teacher, last chance in the last couple of days. This is great. Oh, I love it when great things happen, and today a great thing has happened. Now, there has been a kerfuffling on the Twitteroids, right, between Matt Walsh and the Elon of the Musk. Now, this is great, right? Okay, I'd already scheduled a video for this morning, so I've had to wait till this time, lunchtime, to give you this. And I thought, well, I'll do it. I'll do it as one of these premiere things at midday, you know. And then if people want to chat about it in the chat, they can do, right? Okay, so they're only short little meetings, but I quite like them. And people were saying yesterday we quite like them, so I thought, well, we'll do another one, right? This one in particular is nothing but absolutely bloody glorious. Now, let's give you some background to this. For those of you not familiar, Daily Wire, Matt Walsh, who many women don't like because he thinks women should be, you know, in the kitchen. That's what they say. You know, he can be a bit of a sort of right-wing nut job in that respect. Well, I respect people think that that's the case, and he may well be. I'm not sure he's particularly fond of gay people either, but I don't care. I don't care because you can collaborate with others without believing in their fundamental philosophies. You know, that's what adults do. So Matt Walsh comes along, and sadly for me, I think the saddest thing was he sort of claimed like he just discovered this and forgot to tell out the world that actually it was the women that did this, right? There's hundreds of them, hundreds of women that have been doing this for the last 10 or 12 years, and I just wish Matt Walsh could say thank you. Yeah? Come on, Matt. Do it. Just say thank you, right? So Matt Walsh made a documentary called What is a Woman? Now, if you've not, you know, what's a woman? If you've not seen it, I urge you to see it. I urge you to see it because it, you know, it helps. There's bits in there you ain't gonna like, trust me, but it helps. He's got some woman talking about does a chicken cry? You have to see these nutters in action. I mean, they sit there and they've got positions of power, you know, and it's like, does a chicken have a gender? Does a chicken cry? You have to see it to believe it, right? And it's free currently for the next 12 hours, I believe. I'll put the links in the Dewberry. So if you haven't a chance to see it, see it. And if you can't see it in the next 12 hours, pay to see it and see it. You know, they made this. They should be paid for their work, just like everybody's helping everybody else in other ways. So there you go, right? Okay. Does a chicken cry? Does a chicken have a gender identity? Nope, I know a few cocks that do. Right now, so this is glorious. So he said, right, we're going to give it free for 24 hours. And he agreed with Elon of the Musk that it would go on Twitter, be premiered on Twitter for free, but without advertising revenue. So that was obviously the agreement. We'll get it out there, said Elon. Matt said, okay, that's great. What about advertising? Elon said, we'll make, you know, that's what I thought would probably be the original deal, right? Okay, the original deal. Because obviously Elon's playing a bit of a balancing game here since he took over. You know, making it a free speech platform, but still having to deal with the woke corporations who are months behind everybody else. Dennis put an interesting thing up about this. Dennis of the Kavanaugh, right? Dennis of Kavanaugh. Oh, for a night, for my nights. So he put a thing up saying, Dennis prediction, we like Dennis's predictions, the woke corporate world is 18 months behind everybody else and they're about to peak the world with pride. Dennis, I hope you're right, mate. More power to your elbow, Dennis off of Kavanaugh, right? So Dennis put that up. Interesting, see, about corporate pride. So Elon's playing a bit of a game between how do I balance corporate pride, nonsense, wokesters, wankers who are spending money on my advertising so I can keep the business going, with I want Matt Walsh to show this documentary. So I think they tried to find a middle ground. And then, unfortunately, the middle ground somewhat collapsed. And there was a bit of a kerfuffle on the Twitteroids yesterday with Matt Walsh saying what the hell is going on, because they'd slapped it with a warning you couldn't share it. It was this may breach Twitter's community guidelines, you can't share. There's nothing in the video that would breach anything in anybody's right-thinking mind, but yet it was gone. Now this is the most extraordinary thing, isn't it, really? The most extraordinary thing. So that begins, there's an altercation essentially between Matt Walsh going, you know, what the hell's going on? And Ben Shapiro going, why have you stopped this? You know, so the guys from what would be seen as the right have come out and said, oi, Elon, we said we'd agree that we'd do this and you seem to have stopped it. So that happened, and then Elon popped up and said, here. He didn't say it in a West Country accent, but he said, here, listen up. This was a huge mistake by many at Twitter, right? So Elon said that, and everybody was like, oh yeah, no, you're not really for free speech. You're really doing X, Y, Z. The man spent billions buying this thing. Do you think he's suddenly gone, right, okay, let's do a bait and switch? No, right? So don't panic. This is the kind of ebb and flow of the scrap for free speech that we've seen not once, not twice, but 3 times a lady, right? So, stay with me. Elon's obviously gone back and said, oi, Twitter persons, what's going on here then? And subsequently, yesterday, Twitter's head of trust and safety has resigned. Right? And the best bit of this for me is that when they wrote to her to ask her to comment, it just came back with an auto reply with a poop emoji. That's the level. I think she's stoned, like most of California. Right? This was reported by Reuters. Right? Twitter head of trust and safety, Ella Irwin, told Reuters on Thursday that she's resigned from the social media company, which has faced criticism for lax protections against harmful content since billionaire Elon Musk acquired it in October. Now, I've seen people saying about this, lax for harmful content stuff, and I've seen people saying it's getting better. I think Elon's doing a great job, and I think it's early days. It's a behemoth, for God's sake. Oh, you took it in October last year, Elon. It's 6 months. Why haven't you changed everything? I mean, for goodness sake, this is not some dinghy we're turning around. It's the bloody, biggest social media boat on the sea of nonsense. So, give him time, I think. Irwin, who joined Twitter in June 2022, took over as head of trust and safety team in November, when previous head Yoel Roth resigned. She oversaw content moderation. An email to Twitter returned an automated reply with a poop emoji. What's wrong with these people? Irwin declined further comment, and Musk did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Interesting. I imagine he's busy, Probably one of the busiest men on the planet. Irwin's departure comes as the platform has struggled to retain advertisers, with brands wary of appearing next to unsuitable content. They've not woken up yet, have they? Dennis is right. They're going to go out pouring their, trans flag verbiage and bollocks, which I talked about the trans flag this morning. I hope you've had a chance to listen to that too. Genevieve Gluck's great article, tweet on that. Musk announced earlier this month that he hired Linda Yaccarino, former NBC Universal Advertising chief, to become Twitter's new CEO. Fortune earlier reported that Irwin's internal Slack account appeared to have been deactivated. So it's all been deactivated. She's gone. Since Musk's acquisition, Twitter has cut costs dramatically and laid off thousands of employees. Glorious. I shouldn't take joy in this, but you're gutting a woke behemoth, right? You're going to have to make scars and you're going to have to make excisions. This is what he's doing. It's what you do with a woke. Gut them. It's not difficult. Right, okay. Twitter has cut costs dramatically and laid off thousands of employees, including many who had worked on efforts to prevent harmful and illegal content, protecting election integrity and surface accurate information on the site. Musk has promoted a feature called Community Notes. Now, if you're not familiar with Community Notes, I get familiar with Community Notes, because you've got nonsense merchants, like Stonewall and all the crap they put out, and Pink News, Penis News, and all the crap they put out, and people have put underneath, cobblers. But they don't just put cobblers. They go, if you look at this article, and if you look at this reference document, and this academic, it's a very good idea, Elon, very good. Well done, Musk. Musk has promoted this Community Notes, which lets users add context to tweets as a way to combat misleading information on Twitter. It's the marketplace of ideas kicking into gear. The company is also facing increasing scrutiny from regulators over its moderation efforts. Twitter withdrew from a voluntary agreement with the European Union to tackle disinformation, while saying it was committed to complying with upcoming internet rules in the EU. Right, the EU, our current government with their online safety bill, are insane. Right? Insane, right? If it's not a call to violence or breaking the law, it's free speech. Do one. So what they're trying to do is bring in laws that make other things that shouldn't break the law. So this is all part of a bigger picture here that we're seeing. But it's great to see that Elon has come out and said, we're off. I'm not having it. And, oh, poor Ella. Goodbye. Goodbye, madam. That'll teach you. Well, eh? Let's hope you learned something from it, because it seems to me that most people don't. To add cream to the strawberries, right? Some wag has got a fake account pretending to be Ella Irwin, which is pure parody, and which I really urge you to go and have a look at, because they've been having a field day. Right? They've been having a field day since this happened. And it's got in their profile, the parody profile, it's got pounded a twink or 6 million, king of the gays, most suspended man on Twitter, parody artist, if you got you owe me $8, cash app, $ Dennis Trollking, right? And he's put up some glorious tweets after this occurrence where this wokester's been told, no, we're done. One of my biggest concerns that I voiced to Elon Musk was that Twitter was going to get overrun with parodies. Now look where we are. AI isn't the biggest problem. Bad actors, parodies, are. They're a much bigger threat to the platform. It's great. It's great. I'm the one who convinced Elon Musk to hire the WEF CEO, the World Economic Forum. Consider that my parting gift to you all, says Ella Irwin. Except it's not Ella Irwin, but it's just genius. One of the most annoying parts of my job was when Elon Musk could take the goofy pictures of himself, hide them behind a sensitive content filter, and have his friends report them. I had actual work I needed to do. Elon. It's just brilliant. It's one of the best parodies I've seen. And it's good because it's timely. So go and have a look. I put that in the Dubras as well. I think you'll find it annoying. This one's really good. When the Babylon Bee came to Twitter HQ to interview Elon, they had a gigantic cocaine party after the interview. I wasn't invited, says Ella, so today I retaliated by halting Matt Walsh's stupid documentary. There's something glorious about them eating themselves alive. If you look at Matt Walsh's Twitter and you look at Elon's Twitter, you'll find it. You'll find what's going on. But this is, I got up this morning and thought, oh, that's good, So I was singing in the shower. It's not unusual. Because this is the sort of stuff that helps peak the world. Help peak the world. So what he's done is he got rid of the original one, going back in July 2022, because they were a wokester, and up steps a woman who I imagine he wouldn't have had much control of that point in October, so she just stepped up and took it over. And when he got into October, he inherited her. It turned out she was another wokester. Now he got her. That's how you do it. Get the woke out. It's not complicated. Fun, folks, fun. It's all fun. Anyway, it's great to see you. Thank you for watching this Jester special at midday. And more later. Bye-bye.